You probably recall that earlier this week, legal history was made when a federal circuit court judge here in Australia was found to be personally liable because he falsely imprisoned an individual during a court hearing. In that particular matter, a gentleman who was appearing self-represented before that judge was found in contempt of court in circumstances where no hearing had taken place in relation to that, and he was jailed for a number of days, leading to severe psychological issues and other problems. Well, there's been an update, and it's a big one. A second individual has been waiting to hear the outcome of the first case so that he can file a case against the judge in similar circumstances. This was not a family law case, but this individual, in a commercial dispute of some kind, was evidently jailed for contempt in very similar circumstances. Similar to the first case, the court above found that the jailing was inappropriate, and now, having lost the first case and having a judgment in relation to that, it's opened the gate for the second case to go through. Now, there's two questions everyone asks. What's going to happen in the second case? What's going to happen, to the judge moving forward? Well, the second case is probably going to attempt to do exactly what the first case did, which was say this judge acted outside of his powers. In doing so, he intentionally deprived this man of freedom, which is a tort, and therefore he's entitled to damages. Now, the first thing is it's almost definitely the case, given the novelness of this situation and given the parties involved, that the first trial and the first case is going to go up on appeal. Because invariably the government and probably the judge himself will want to have a determination that says actually that judge was wrong and he shouldn't be entitled to anything. There is a specific type of protection, or there's some other reason by which we should not have to make this payment. And I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way up to the High Court, because it is so novel and so unique a factual circumstance that it's probably going to be tested all the way to the top. And the reality is, if the appeal is lodged, then we have to wait for the appeal to be determined before the second case can proceed, and that's going to take some time. But interestingly, at a federal level, we don't have something called a judicial commission like we do at a state level. A judicial commission is when a complaint is made about a judicial officer. There's a protocol and a process to determine whether or not they've done the wrong thing, and if so, what punishment should apply. We don't have that at a federal level, and it's strange that we don't. And perhaps this circumstance might be the thing that spurs the creation of such an entity, because the removal of a judge in that circumstance requires, I think, an act of parliament. It's a very high level, difficult thing to do. And so this is all very new. Watch this space, because a lot will happen. And once again, follow me for more legal TikTok.